What is up, guys? Test. Gonna be trading live today. Just loaded up the data. I got a swing low. Alright, looks kind of like a range day, actually. Go ahead, take a look at that screen. Yeah, definite range day for sure. So, what's up, guys? Let me hide my face and you can see this 5-minute chart. Right here, you see these lows. That's a good low right there. Oh, good low. Good low. Good lord. That's a good low. So, yeah. Good amount of support here. It doesn't keep pushing lower, so we're going to call that an overall uptrend. So we go for a sell. Unless we break above here, there could be a potential level of FOMO, but I don't think so. And yeah, if you haven't seen the screen yet, go ahead and take a look at that. Again, looks like a range. I just got back from work. It's 10:57. Excuse me. Yeah. Got swing low first entry, probably might get second entry. It doesn't look like there's any staircase highs. We have this, but it's just so separated. It needs to be a lot closer and a lot less separated. So I think this side has a lot more support. This could, however, just be a 15%er. We have this like closing pattern, as you can see here in the 15-minute chart. You got this and that going on right now. So most definitely could be a 15%er here. Nonetheless, we're confident in our strategy. Hopefully we could just read everything right. We're treating this as overall uptrend. Doesn't look like there's FOMO in that direction. Good amount of support, definitely. Yeah, so this is just going to be dependent solely on our strategy, of whether or not this is going to be a 15% or not. But it looks like the minute chart's already pushing. I was going to say might need to switch tick charts here. But I think we're okay for now. Tested that level just maybe 3 times, but that's pretty inconsistent. So there's no, yeah. Overall trend is up, so we go for the 1-6 sell. Starting margin 307, not too bad. Was that our predicted? I think that was actually our predicted as well. Ooh, 308. Looks like there was a lot more tax and fees than I suspected. We predicted 308.95. How are you today? Let's see, what did I do to? Oh, I had the most stinkiest. So I work for United Airlines, and we took off these like coolers, and they had the worst smelling thing ever. Stinky stinkers. So this is a document for my family, of course. So like all this irrelevant information, just I think that's nice stuff to look back on. But yeah, it's pretty nasty. I still smell it like in the back of my, behind my nose and above my throat. Not my brain. That's 21 Pilot reference. So 307.53. We took one trade yesterday. Wow, that bar formed really quick. There could no staircase highs here. Probably just normal highs here. That we can treat, but I don't think we're gonna treat that as staircase highs. It's just so separated. It's not really a trend. Staircase highs are usually a trend, but it could be most definitely staircase highs. But I can imagine more stops being here than here. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Not me. Who knows? You know. You know, don't know. Okay. Might have to do some shroud clicking here. Okay. Anyone get that reference, shroud? See Snow streaming in the future while you're watching this. Because right now he is. What am I watching right now? I'm watching Sykkuno a lot. He's playing GTA. Just finish bank robbery in GTA with Soy Boy Gang. XQT finally returns after a ban, which was a silly ban. XQC is a pretty good, cool guy. All right, we broke above that high for sure. It's a too low, so yeah, we'll go ahead and buy here. We broke above that high. It wasn't by a whole lot, so maybe this might still be an uptrend. Yeah. There's a good chance this is just an uptrend because we broke above it, but not by a lot. It was just a tad bit. And we want a nice strong push before that correction. So if it gets us in the order here, we're still sticking to our strategy because we want a nice big push over there. We don't have that written down anywhere, but we just know that because since this is a strong trending day, those pushes up are still going to be confirmation of an overall trend down. So that should be a buy. But it has been a long time since we tested that, so that's why we're treating it as an overall uptrend. Could probably get a better entry here. Yeah. Okay, one take better entry. I'm recording right, yeah. So it was just the fact that we tested it, but it's been a long time since we tested it. Actually, it's only been 30 minutes. I would like maybe 2 more tests. So maybe 1 test might have been enough though to declare this as an overall downtrend. So maybe the non-obvious buy is the best play here. I thought it was a little bit too much time. People were going to try to treat this as a spike, but it's the fact that it just was that test, but that test was still not really confirmed as a test. That's because it's been such a long time since we tested this high. And actually, it's been since 10:09. It's about 40 minutes later, 50 minutes later, which is why I'm going to call it invalid, especially since we only tested it once. So let's see how this works out. So far, so good. Not too shabby. We could probably drag our stop above this high right here to minimize losses. But we'll take the big L. If we're wrong, we're wrong, right? We're not trying to. I like to be right, so I'm betting it all. Something I do want to consider though is increasing our stop loss to 31 ticks because that's where our scalp is. The reason being is because I've noticed a lot. It happened probably 2 or 3 times already in the past week or 2 where it comes to our stop to the tick and then skyrockets in the other direction to our scalp. I feel like I don't feel like our trades affect the market, but maybe they do. Who knows? Maybe I'm seeing different data than everybody else. Nonetheless, it's gonna be a long trade. Let's take a look at how our long-term stocks are doing. Heard some good news about United today. Nice, good scalp. So overall trend is just up there. Even though you test that level, it's just one test. It's been 45 minutes since you last tested that. So that's unconfirmed. You would want more consolidation. So good trade. I'm so glad I freaking read that correctly. That one's a crazy one. We got lucky with that one for sure, boys. Usually we can't read those that well, but that was a good old read. Good read. What? We're up a whole $4 today, boys. Let's go. Who's down? None of them are down. Pretty good. Stock market's just slow, I guess. I kind of want to keep buying United Airlines stock every single day. Yeah, so I really like this trade because the overall trend is up. You have all that support to back it up. Nothing to indicate overall downtrend, especially since it's only one test in these highs. And it's maybe if it was happened right here, like right here on this guy, maybe we can confirm it. But the fact that we just consolidated for so long, for 45, how long was this consolidation for? 20-30 minutes, half an hour. That's 27. Oh, my bad at math. 23 minutes consolidation. That's a long time, especially since our last test was 10:09 and we come back at 11:03, almost a whole hour later, and come back and test it. This, I wouldn't count this, guys, as a test, but maybe still like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but it's still a very long time. Maybe depends just how the way the market looks. Yeah, so since just one test and not, yeah, it's been a long time, so we would want 2 tests to confirm the overall downtrend there. It's a good trade. And the psychological reason I think for this is why we sell on uptrend is because 90% of traders lose their money statistically. So it's not, I don't think it's ever exactly 90%. But essentially the majority of people lose money, right? Otherwise everybody would be millionaires who trades in the stock market. But you have this market pushing up here, and a good portion of them think it's an overall uptrend. So we're basically trying to figure out what they're thinking and trade against it. Unfortunately, it doesn't 15% or maybe even 20% of the time it doesn't work out. Probably even the next one won't work out due to the fact that our strategy is just either we're bad at reading or just, or well, the 20% is the fact that we just can't like it usually happens in like strong downtrends. Like yesterday we had a strong downtrend, or 2 days ago, I think it was Wednesday, and we had a strong downtrend and everything in our strategy says to buy, but obviously the best thing to do is sell in those situations. But you know, I'll take the 20% if this is the most profitable we've ever been in our lives. Even though, so we started the week off at, actually we hit our goal already. Exactly our goal. But after taxes and fees, it's probably gonna be a lot less. So we gotta take that second trade. Our goal is 323, which is where it is right now. But then you have the taxes and fees and stuff. So let's try to get one more good trade. Just try to hit at least $15 profit today. But yeah. Let's see. We really just started the accounts at week starting margin in March 29th. This is when I started writing in this notebook, was 308. We're up about $15. Let's go. After 2-3 weeks of trading, hey man, that's not too shabby. That is not too shabby, especially since I think we've been a lot more confident in the past week, I would say, especially in the past 2 days. Just sticking to our strategy, being able to read, and I think the biggest thing that has been helping us is the fact that the market's slow. That means we have more time to take reads, to be able to read the market. The NASDAQ is just known for its volatility. It's probably literally 10 times faster than this. A normal day on the NASDAQ would look like this, plus a little bit more probably from market open to close. But as you can see, that's 1, 2, 3, a couple of days in. Wait, I don't even know how many. That's like a day and a half. This is, yeah, day and a half. But yeah, this is like 2 hours on the NASDAQ actually, back in the day, especially when we first started trading it. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of talking. How long is this video, man? I'm in a talking mood today. I'm hungry, but kind of want to open up a Red Bull. No new swing low, unfortunately. New swing high though. Cool. It's kind of matching up a little bit too much. We really gotta watch that minute chart. Let's see if we gotta switch whatchamacallit chart soon. Boys, only up $2 now. Do we sell? Just got back in stock of the Amazon, one of the products. I gotta take pictures for another one. Yeah, I tried to sell the business, but Since you're out of stock, Empire flippers don't like that. Which makes sense. Makes sense. You want a smooth transition. Almost matching up with the minute chart, so we really gotta watch this. We broke out of here, but we already did that crazy pullback. But this could still potentially have FOMO since we broke out of there. Debating whether or not that's the case. I'm kind of worried how close this is matching up with the minute chart. I don't wanna. We really gotta watch it really close now. Did break out of there, pulled back. This could have FOMO since we broke out of there. Had a correction in that spike. But it had a couple legs back already, so we could call it an uptrend. Go for a sell here. This is gonna be a tough read here, but yeah, that's our strategy essentially. I mean, if you have a lot of pullbacks, then it just becomes an uptrend. But nonetheless, we don't gotta trade. You know what we could do? Treat this as a test that we just broke out of, potentially. So the thing I'm debating now is whether at this point right here, is that a downtrend? No, it's not. Okay, that was easy. And the reason it's not, it's just because it's just one test, and you would treat that still like an uptrend. And obviously you don't have a second entry there though. Good thing though. So, but now, is that a test that we can say it broke out of that level of resistance? So is there FOMO? I don't know. Again, a little bit of that rising consolidation, but it's a little bit too much of a slope, and there's a little bit of a gap in there. Actually, it's pretty consistent with testing those highs though. We had that test. If we consolidate a little bit more, then this could be a potential downtrend. So that first gap is what's throwing me off. So I'm not going to treat it as rising consolidation, because if it is, then there's also that gap, right? Because that's a pretty consistent high. But if we do test that high one more time here, then maybe rising consolidation. But as of right now, overall trend is up, but that is a pretty significant high. It could be a staircase high, maybe. Staircase high, maybe. Actually, maybe not. It's not as strong as a trend, but it just has a spike in it. Tricky. But nonetheless, I think overall trend is still up. I'm testing this high, but it did only test once, but sometimes that's enough. Major rejection here. Actually, it's right here where that rejection line is. So we got 1, 2, 3 tests, but really was just one test, and this is kind of just one test here. It's a little inconsistent. I don't like the inconsistency of it. We took a trade like this on Wednesday. It was just that rising thing here, and we counted it as 2 tests, and it really wasn't. So it was almost looked like this, where it was that high and it pushed higher, and then we counted that as 2 tests, but it really isn't. Treat this as 1 test so far. If we pull back here, then maybe 2 tests. We can treat that as the second test. I would like one more test, perhaps. It is a very range day, though. I just got 1 test, and I would like a little bit more consolidation. We're going to still treat this like an overall uptrend, especially if it goes 1 tick higher here. But there's no trade, so we don't have to worry. Yep, overall uptrend. Alright, this could be actually rising consolidation here. Potentially. Oop, big push. Never mind. Wait, no. I thought that was the second entry here. No. Alright, we passed this high, but I don't think it was anything significant. We're going to treat this as an overall uptrend. We possibly could go for a 1 ticker here. I pushed down a little bit too much, and there's a good chance people are predicting the market's going to keep pushing down here. So I need a little bit too many bars for me to do a 1 ticker, so we're just doing non-obvi. It's matching up a little bit too much. We're going to think we're gonna go ahead and switch to this guy. Looks like already triggered on the 45. We got a swing high first entry, second entry. We can probably go ahead and switch to this now. It's already 11:30, but let's see what happens here. So we got one tick push down here. We got 2 bars formed here already. Yeah, let's go for a non-avi, I would say. There's no trigger yet. We could treat this as a double top first entry. Or swing high first entry. That first entry is in a little bit of a different spot there. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and stick with this guy. It's pretty much almost the same entry. Swing high first entry, second entry. We could possibly take that as a double top. Nonetheless, it's because we have a lot more bars on this guy than compared to this guy. So that's why we're going to go ahead and trade here as a double top, first entry, second entry. Looks like that trade would already be in on the minute chart, but let's see if we can get a better entry here. What does it look like here? Might have to actually be this guy. What is it? So double top, first entry, second entry. Possibly, but so that would be right here actually. It might come up, There's a good chance. Alright, there it is. Do have a triple chest there. 1, 2, 3. So it's a little bit higher than this guy. I think we could go for a pretty big scalp if I move it to 750, like halfway, because half of this scalp is already our weekly goal. So if this pushes down to this area, we can just drop this down all the way. Let's not be too greedy. Oh, looks like it's dropping really quick. Yeah, we'll just scalp out. Nice, good trades, 2 for 2. And that'll be it for today. Past our weekly goal. Nice. End margin. So good read. Couldn't ask for a better trade actually. Came up for 2 ticks, then went the complete opposite direction, the direction we were hoping for. So margin 38. Let's go. Huge amount above our goal. So nice. Good profitable week. And that was a pretty solid week. Trading every single day. Had a little bit of a hiccup on Wednesday. But nonetheless, every single day was profitable, which is insane. It's nice to see that we're a lot more confident now, because now that we have everything written down, seeing a lot of stuff that and especially since the market is slowing down, we're able to decide, have more time to decide. I think once the market starts to pick up, we're going to really have to practice our speed and thinking and really exclude whatever distraction. So I may be talking less and stuff like that, but nonetheless, good trading today. Yeah, cool. I'm trying to think what else. Let's go ahead and calculate estimated end margin after taxes and fees. So, oh wait, we already have that, right? So right here, so 2 trades, 22.53. Nice. Cool. So that's circle day. Nice. And then so we had a circle with a slash, square with an X, circle with a slash, and a circle. Pretty good week. All right, that is it for me. Peace out. Awesome. Have a blessed day.